Right guys, I've been all just check, make sure I got no, sure. Just check in with me daughter, she's on Call of Duty tonight. Right, everyone's been talking about this new Cyberpunk Overdrive mod. Well, Overdrive. There is now actually a mod that optimizes it for like my RTX 3070. It'll even play on 3050 now by simply reducing the number of rays on the screen. It's like with reshade, you can have 2, 4, 8, like 15 rays, and you can have infinite bounces or one bounce, and the more you put up the rays, the higher, I would say, degree of accuracy. But it doesn't have to eat performance, but you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between 2 rays and 6, but you would be up to 15. But there's not a lot of in it, and the higher the rays on reshade, then less blockiness you get. So I've downloaded the mod and I've put it on to a new install of Cyberpunk just to make sure it's all clean and fresh. And the mod actually goes in here, so it goes in Cyberpunk 2077 Archive PC mod. I've also added reshade, and I'll do a couple paths. I'll do one with it off and do a benchmark, then one with it on and do a benchmark, just to see if we can see any difference in it. To be honest, I can tell the difference, if ray tracing's on and if it's not on, but will I be able to tell the difference with path tracing being on or being off? I also added reshade because I like the clarity filter, but I'm not going to use that to start with. We're just going to run it as base and see what it comes up with. Still got to wait for me shaders to finish loading. I will just get rid of reshade though. I'm not going to put anything on. Just going to go continue and finish. Right, so I'm going to go into settings. I'm going over to graphics, and I've got super resolution on balanced, and I've got pretty much everything on high. I don't like film grain, don't like chronic abrasion. Depth of field is absolutely terribly, disgustingly crappy shit. I've got contrast shadows on, and what I couldn't put as a medium I put as high. Just going to turn down the sound so you lot will be able to hear me. Right, you should be able to hear me a lot better now. So I'm going to go back over to the graphics tab. Ray tracing I'm going to have on, obviously. I'm going to turn the path tracing off to start with. Does it say I have to have so it doesn't say I actually have to have a reset. So I'm going to run the benchmark, see what it comes out with. I've actually got the resolution set at TT, I think 6.4, which does upscale it to 4K using NIS apparently, but you can't see the little marker on this game, never been able to. So I'm going to run 2 benchmarks first, then I'm going to add in some still screenshots just to see if I can see a difference, to be honest. you know, it's a good looking game, but I don't think it's any better looking than Red Dead Redemption 2. I know Red Dead Redemption hasn't got ray tracing, but it's such a beautiful looking game. And to be honest, this benchmark is pretty crap anyway. There's a lot of places in the game that struggle a lot more with the RTX features. Yeah, a bit late to the party on this one. I didn't realise about the mod. So these are our settings. You know, minimum is 25, maximum is 94. You know, there's a lot of difference between the two of them. Right, now I'm going to go back to settings. And video, yeah, I'm on 2259. And it should use NIS to upscale it. So now we're going to go back to path tracing. I'm going to put path tracing on and apply. So path tracing takes priority in it. You know, you've got indoor lighting, outdoor lighting, so you don't have to worry about, you know, anything else. Ray trace shadows, sun shadows, local shadows. Path tracing just pretty much does it all. So let's see now what we can actually run at. And to be honest, it didn't run bad when I tested it earlier. Doesn't mean to say it's going to run good now. You know what bloody computers are like, temperamental little shitheads. Until it's working, I've lost like 25 frames per second just on this bit. So I probably wouldn't play in game with this unless I was at 1080p. Because you can have some frame drops. Probably down to about 15 in places, knowing what this game is like. Actually, I will do one after this. I'm going to do one with me Clarity FX with reshade. I think it's a more consistent frame rate. You know, it hasn't dropped below 40 yet. Now it has, after I just said that. Yeah, lower 14, that was when it was stuttering. So now I'm going to go and put on clarity. So go the whole hog, put HDR on as well. See if it looks any better. Right, I'm going to keep everything the same. You see, DLSS sharpness is alright. It's not too bad, but I do actually prefer clarity. So I'm going to run it again. And see if it goes, I'm going to die. There's been a lot of discussion on VRAM lately on graphics cards. Most people said to me, even playing at 1440p, 8 gig is not enough, and I haven't had any issues playing near enough every game at maximum settings at 1440 and using NIS to upscale. Ooh, that did a big stir. Obviously there is settings I could turn down to make it, you know, a bit quicker. I could put it on performance mode. I think it looks better with HDR on, actually. Definitely. We actually had a slight increase then. This is with the brand new driver update that was released today as well. So I'm going to try it on performance. We've got ultimate performance, but that always looks crap to me. Right, so now it's on performance mode. To be honest, performance mode isn't too bad. I can't see much shimmering and flickering in the background, that the materials which normally happens. So, zero to min around 14, but we had slightly increase in the max frames per second. So now I'm gonna cut it, edit, look at some screenshots and see what it looks like from there. Right guys, this is I've done some still screenshots between the differences. I've got it running obviously at 1440p and this is on ray trace mode, and if we flick over to balance, this is path tracing, where you can see there's more colours illuminating where the pathways are going, especially on the sign up here. Then I had it on performance mode. I don't know why it just goes really dark on every screenshot. It's almost like I've got reshade on HDR, but I do like the colours of it. But you can tell there is some anti-aliasing, not that great deal of issues. But on the next one I put on reshade. I've got it on performance mode still, and there is a bit of noticeable difference. It's a bit cleaner and crisper with clarity on, but you notice some more improvements on the next lots of screenshots. So this is your ray trace mode. You can just see the lights hitting onto the door here. So if we flick over to path tracing, you can see all the colours are hitting the doors now. Obviously it's taking a frame rate hit, that's at 50. So I'm losing 14 frames per second. But I'm running at 1440p, which is actually quite high, because this is actually a mod to actually get the path tracing to run better. This is performance mode, which has gone darker again, but I do like the actual darkness. And this is my reshade preset I put on top, which is about the same darkness, But you notice in further on here we have ray traced, then we have path tracing. I can't notice a lot of difference in this screenshot. There is a difference between your anti-aliasing though. This is on balance mode. As you can see, the windows are fairly clear, but if we go over to performance, you can see they're pretty much blocked up now. You can't really distinguish it that well. So this is my reshade one, which I haven't actually even looked at because I've got the angles wrong. I think you can see through the windows better. You know, I'm not a professional at this, guys, no way near it. I have to try and edit and cut all my own screenshots. Right, this is ray traced. And we have path traced. This one actually looks cleaner. I think it's just the volumetric fog that's interfering with the screenshot. And then again, path tracing one's really dark. And this is my reshade one. You see a little bit of difference on this. This is balanced ray traced. And we have path trace balanced, which I think that's quite a nice shot actually. Here you will notice the difference between, this is performance, obviously it's dark again, but you will notice I, like here, where you got the jaggy edges and that, with reshade, this is on performance mode as well, but with reshade added filters, see it cleans them up, it makes them sharper. So a filter called Clarity, which is really good. I have got HDR on as well, that's why it's looks a little bit darker in the shadows. Here we have normal ray traced. Then we have path traced. Right, this is performance mode again, which is obviously gone dark. You'll notice there's, I think that signpost there is pregnant or something, you know. But when you switch over to clarity through reshade, that is pretty much gone now. It's pretty sharp. But I'm going to do a bit of gameplay footage just to see what it's actually like in game, because obviously the screenshots and the benchmarks, you know, the benchmark they use is crap, to be honest. So we're going to flick over and do some gameplay now. Right guys, I'm back on the gameplay now. I've got it set at balanced DLSS. I haven't put on path tracing yet. I've only got normal ray tracing on. And I've got it running at just over 1440p, and it should use NIS to upscale it. I'm just going to wander around here for a little bit, then I'm going to put on path tracing to see, you know, what the difference is. So with ray tracing I'm getting 60-70 frames a second.
Let her go back to clouds. Could have stopped her, but I didn't.
You bastard, won't let me back in.
Losing our cool won't do us any favors. It's a waste of time.
Oh, I'm cool. Real fucking cool with the fact that Eb's probably already dead.
You don't know that. And I'm sure as hell not gonna squander precious minutes we could spend looking.
Only Lee we got an
Well, let's put path tracing back on now.
Looking for some.
and see what happens. Hopefully you don't need to restart the game.
Then related to the death's head. Better than nothing.
Oh, I've lost her. Oh, look at that frame rate drop.
Optimism. Still sounds like a big fat nothing.
Need to figure out where they're scrolling this stuff. Gotta be a rat hole of some sort.
Oh,
Doubt
yeah,
they do
definitely.
much shooting on location.
You can definitely tell the difference though.
Gotta be somewhere quiet, out of the way.
Could be we'll see something to point us in their direction in one of their virtues.
Ugh, have to be real gonks to leave a clue.
So it does take a big performance hit. I'm talking huge. But that is so much.
Got a better idea.
No.
Matter of fact, I do. A domain called Pleasures of Night City. There's a twin of it on the dark net.
Every kind of thing goes on there. Might stumble on something useful.
Let's see what it's like when we go outside. So that's where it'll tank
Let me
probably.
think for a sec. Think I've got a better idea. Saw a smut shop on Jig Jig Street. All kinds of stuff there.
Think you might find a death's head?
Can't hurt to try.
Meantime, see if I can't find something on the NCP domain. I'll wait in the van.
Alright, let's go outside, shall we, guys? Anything around here? Just a scout. Ooh, look at that tank. Well, let's switch back to ray traced. Yeah, it's definitely not as many lights, definitely not as detailed. It still looks nice though. So what we'll do now, because of the frame rate, I'll go to put power tracing back on, apply it, but put it back onto DLSS performance, just to see what frame rate we get. In the 50s, but that is really dark now. So I'm going to take off my HDR on reshade. So now we're on balanced. Just going to quickly flick back to ray trace again. And back to power tracing, then we'll just have a look at the world. Won't let me. With me VRAM. That's a lot better. Alright, so we'll go for Wonder. Or she's having a freeze moment or something.
B, can you talk? It is important.
What's important?
I may have found a solution to the problem we share. I have established a contact with an old friend from Arasaka. He's here in Night City now. He's well connected to certain influential people.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's gonna help us how?
You
Exactly.
chosen something.
There will be a meeting. You, me,
How can
and
I
this
be of
friend
service?
of mine. You will tell him what you told me. The truth of events at Konpeki Plaza. I have little
Yay,
hope that
babes.
he will be convinced. But it will be a start.
Fine. Where's the meet and when?
Japantown, after sunset. I am sending you the precise location. I'll see you there.
Looking for something special. A brain dance to really...
You mean smut?
No.
Yes.
More hardcore.
Yes.
I'll find it here. But there's a guy on Jig Street, has a whole lot of peculiar flicks. And I mean peculiar.
Got something that'll keep you wet.
To be honest, in running, I thought it was going to run a lot worse, but the mod for this mod actually works really well compared to, you know, some of the
Hey,
frame
yo,
rate.
man, you trying to rip us off? I got
Yay.
4 bags missing here.
That's the cut I got off Pablo. Don't like it? Take it up with him.
I ain't dealing with Pop. I'm dealing with you. That means you and me got a problem. Now, I could paint the sidewalk with your guts, but that wouldn't get me my home.
You wanna try? Go on, son.
Looking for something raw. I'll come back some other time.
Pervert.
Betting on it. How about you? You buying or just gonna stand there like a pig undercover?
Looking for BDs. A particular kind.
Particular? You a badge?
Give me the best of the best. Ones with the death's head.
Didn't know I was dealing with a connoisseur. Death's head'll cost you, though.
I'm no connoisseur, trust me.
Sure.
All I need to know is who makes them and where.
Now listen, I just sell whatever sells. Nice, calm job. Let me see some eddies. You can pick one. Parse it, and I won't care a hair.
Got anything that might interest me?
I don't know what I'm doing now, actually. I've totally lost the plot.
Got anything that might interest me?
Right, where's the fucking brain dance? Can't even remember where to find it now. Let's get the thingy out of the way. Oh well, bollocks it, I'll just do that later. Just want to have a look around and see really. Ooh. That's definitely...
Hey! Hey, you're a troubled soul if I ever seen one. Get you something to ease the mind. Take the edge off. Got the whole outfit.
Yeah, it does work well, but I wouldn't play it at this resolution. Let's just go down a bit on the resolution front just to see. Yeah, it's running better. Still doesn't look that good now though. Looks pretty crap really. At 1080p. Yeah, it's nice and lights are nice, isn't it? I don't know why my filters are taking so long to load. So you give it a bit more sharpness, it might look slightly better then. Come on. It's all up a bit sharper, and you got Smart Sharp as well, which is a good little tool. You can notice a real difference on that. But you can notice the jaggies a little bit more. I think if I put on TAA, then it'll just go tank. You can't notice a lot of difference on that either. Looks a little bit better, Smart Sharp. I mean, clarity. But it is playable. Just. Obviously now we're coming into daylight, you haven't got quite as many lights on the screen all at one time. Oh. But there you go guys, you know. Like I say, I'm not an editor and that all comes with practice, and I'll be practicing more, but hopefully you sort of enjoyed the video. It does look nice though with path tracing, I must admit, but it doesn't have to take oomph. Bloody man flu. Oh, that looks so much better, doesn't it? Yeah, a lot better. Even though it's taking a big hit on the frame rate, I don't think we can do anything much more about that. Ultimate performance, but then it'll probably look really blurry and crap and horribly terrible. Ooh, quite blurry. Nah, I don't like that. Yeah. There's little things you can do, like interface turn down the amount of people on the screen and stuff like that. See, I've got most of it on medium. Crowd density, you can put that down. Ooh, let's just drop down to 20 frames a second. But then I'm not on. Put that back to auto. You know, that should have built back up instead of tanking. But there you go, guys, that's AMD Overdrive. I wouldn't consider it exactly playable. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Cheers.